Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Love and Light Empowerment. It is so good to be with you all again on another Sunday morning. I say this all the time, but I honestly look forward to the time when we are able to come together. Good morning, Life by L. Good morning, Regina. Good morning, you all. Listen, make sure when you come in that you let me know that you're in. It would be amazing just to know that you're here. Please forgive me for getting started a few minutes late this morning. I was getting everything together and I had to get the right picture and get everything. So it takes a few minutes sometimes with production. However, we are getting there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see you all. Good morning, Heart Music. Good morning, Sharon Hall. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, when you come in, please thumbs up this video. Definitely, this is Love and Light. Good morning, Mickey. I cannot wait to meet with you and interview with you today. Good morning. Good morning, Cookie. Good morning, Tina. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I hope Thanksgiving was extremely good to every last single one of you. And I hope you all had something, at least one thing, that you could be thankful for. Good morning, Kendall. I always love to see Kendall Murray. Good morning. For me, I think the thing that I am the most grateful for this year, good morning. Good morning, Barbara. The thing that I am the most grateful for this year. Thank you. I love this hat. It was a gift. I got it on yesterday. Someone amazing gave me this gift, and they gave me a couple of king hats yesterday. So I'm grateful. But the thing that I'm the most thankful for this year is happiness and peace. Those are the things that I am the most grateful for this year. I am the most grateful for happiness and peace. Another thing I'm grateful for is life lessons. I'm grateful for growth and evolution. So I have so much to be grateful for, and Thanksgiving was amazing for me. Although I did work, I worked my second job, but I had a great time. It was easy at work. I made money. Actually, I made double time just sitting there. So I can't complain about nothing. Good morning, Kiki. Good morning. Oh my God, I am in such a great place, and I can't tell you all how grateful I am. So listen, as you all know, I don't like to belabor your time because I realize that we all have things to do on Sunday, and you take out of your time to spend with me, and I am so grateful for that. I don't ever take that lightly. The fact that you all could be doing 100 other million things, but yet you're here with me. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. You all know I just love when you all join me on Sunday mornings. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. I had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you did too. But I just love when you all join me. I love when we're able to come together. But I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but I do want to share what I believe is on my heart, what the universe has been speaking to me, what I feel that God has put in my spirit to share with you. And I talked about this before, but I felt like it was time for me to do this on this channel. And it was important for me to make sure that I reiterate that it is important for us. Good morning. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. It's important that I reiterate the fact that as humans who live on this planet, that it is important that we put ourselves first. In every decision you make, in every plan that you have to know that it is okay to put yourself first. So I want to talk just for a few moments about being self-full. How it is important that in order for us to be successful in life, that we become self-full. Now, for many people, that we did not grow up with that word. We did not hear that word every day. We heard the word selfish, but we have very rarely heard the word self-full. self-full. And many times when people were being self-full, they got accused of being selfish. And so when I first heard the term self-full, I automatically related it to selfish. But what I've learned over time is that it is imperative that we learn and become comfortable with being self-full and not selfish. Now, many of you all may say, well, what is the difference? Now, it is important that we know the definition of these terms because they are so similar, but yet so much alike. When you're selfish and when you're self-full, both of those involve us putting ourselves number one. However, the difference behind being self-full and being selfish is the motive. The motive and the energy behind it. It is why you do it that makes it either good or challenging. I don't really like to use the word bad because I don't really know if the word bad exists. And that's just my own personal thing, but I don't know if the word bad exists because I've learned that even in my hardest times and even in my most difficult times and even in times that I would consider the baddest, those were the best times of my life because it prepared me for my promise. So I don't know if I believe in the word bad, but I do believe in the word challenging. So the difference between self-full or selfish being something good or something challenging is the motive. It is why you are putting yourself number one. It is the reason you are making yourself number one. Now, it is imperative that you know that selfishness is fear-based. That means that there is a energy or motive of fear behind why you are putting yourself number one. Whenever you put yourself number one, you are, and you do it out of selfishness, you are doing it out of fear. Fear that somebody else is going to do better than you. Fear that things aren't going to come together the way you would like. Fear that things are going to fall apart. Fear that you don't want nobody to get there before you. There's all types of fear that go behind being selfish. But being self-full has an energy of love. It is love-based. The energy or the motive behind it is love. When you're self-full, you're putting yourself first because you know that in order for you to ever be a help to somebody else, you first got to be good to yourself. You know that you can help 100 people when you are at 100%. When you are self-full, you know that if I put myself first, then I will have the strength to be able to go and carry somebody else. It's all about motive. It's all about the reason why you're doing what you're doing. If you put yourself first so that you can eventually be good to somebody else. If you put yourself first so that eventually you can help somebody else grow, then your motive is good. But if you're doing it if you're putting yourself first only because you don't want nobody to be better than you and you don't want nobody to get ahead of you or you don't want nobody to seem right when you're wrong. Listen, if you have any of those motives, you are moving in fear. And the problem with moving in fear is one, yes, it may seem like you're getting somewhere, but the truth is that the moment that truth hits your life, everything that you build on fear falls. This is why you don't have time to hold grudges against your exes. This is the reason why you don't have time to hold grudges against your family. This is the reason why you don't have time to be mad at people at work. Because the moment that truth hits your life, and believe me, truth is going to hit your life, everything that you build on fear will begin to fall. But everything that you build in love, everything that you build build out of the right moment, the right motive, everything that you build with good character and integrity and with a pure intention, that stands in the middle of a storm. And when truth hits your life, you're able to grow and be solid. So I want to encourage you that yes, you need to put yourself first. And yes, you need to take out time for you. And yes, nobody's decisions should be bigger in your life than your own. However, it's why are you doing it? It's the why that causes the blessing or causes the challenge. It's the why that takes you to the next level or it keeps you where you are. It's the why that puts you in a new place or it continues to cause you to stay in the same area. You have the ability to grow, but it's your why. You need to learn to always check yourself. And this is the reason why it's good to have good friends. And let me say this because I want to make sure that we're clear about this. Whenever you have good friends in your life, good friends tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. But it's the way they say it, it's the why they say it, and it's the when and where they say it. Good friends are not telling you truth to expose you or to hurt you or to damage you or to destroy you or to break you. But good friends tell you the truth to build you and to help you grow. And I know that many of us have been victims of people using our truth against us to try to destroy us. But I am here to let you know that whenever you're moving forward and you're trying to put yourself first so that you can be self-full, so that you can eventually help somebody else, you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. And when truth comes, truth will confirm your motive. This is why you don't got time to be sitting around going back and forth with people. Go live your best life, because time is going to be the thing that differentiates between your motive, whether it was pure or whether it was negative, whether it was a blessing or whether it was a challenge, whether it was done out of fear or whether it was done out of love. I'm trying to let you know that everything that you want for your life, you can have it, but you're going to first have to make yourself your priority. Now, sometimes in making yourself your priority, that means you're going to part ways with other people. And I'm telling you, it does not feel good when you have to part ways with other people. But what I know for sure is that in times of hurt and pain, when it seems like my life is going this way and your life is going this way, don't worry, because when the motive is right, you're still going to be blessed in the end. When your motive is right, you're still going to have victory in the end. And you never know when God will bring you back together when your motive is right. This is why it's important to check your heart. And I was just talking about your friends. This is why it is imperative that you have good friends in your life, because good friends are going to tell you when you get out of order. Good friends are going to tell you when you're walking down the wrong street. Good friends are going to tell you when your energy changes and something is just off, because they know you. They know your pattern. They know how you are. They know how you vibrate. You have the power to overcome. You have the power to be great and to fulfill your dream. You have the power to go to the next level and to cause all things that you have ever desired to be seen in your life. But you got to take care of you. You got to put you first. You got to make sure that your dreams, your wants, your heart, your plans are still the priority. And for some of us who are parents, you may say, well, I got to put my kids first. Listen, let me tell you, even in that, you got to be careful, because yes, your children must be your priority, but you are no good for your children when you're only operating at 30% of who you really are. You're not good for your children when you're only operating at 60% of who you really are. And I know that we get these these daydreams in our head, and we look and we be like, I want a marriage like Claire and Heathcliff Huxtable, or I want a marriage like I see on TV. Let me tell you, you always think that that's the best way to raise a family, but let me help you. God has 1,000,000 ways of raising a family successfully. God has 1,000,000 ways of raising children successfully. Even if they don't grow up in a two-parent home, it's better to have two healthy parents than to have two parents who are not operating at their fullest capacity, trying to raise children in a dysfunctional environment. Let me help you. You will still be able to fulfill your dreams, but even when you have children, you are going to have to learn how to put yourself first. That means you may have to invest in a babysitter. That means your children may have to go and spend some time with their other parent while you're working on yourself. Whatever it takes, you need to be number one in your life so you can be the best that you can be. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to be my best. I'm ready to live my best life. I'm ready to operate at my best, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. I want to operate at my best, but I got to put myself first. And hopefully, when I am connected to another person, me putting myself at my best and putting myself number one, and you putting yourself at your best and putting yourself at number one, will cause us to walk together. And when that happens, that's when you know that you have met your soulmate, because this is one reason why I don't believe in the word compromise in relationship. I don't believe in the word compromise. I believe in the word collaboration, because the moment that you are in a relationship with somebody who is operating at 100%, but you're only operating at 40%, you will become bitter, because you were not created to operate at 40%. Anytime your children are at 100%, but you are only at 30%, you will become bitter, because you were not created to operate at 30%. Anytime your job is 100% and you are only at 60%, you will become bitter. How many of you all are in jobs that you can't stand? You do a good job, but you can't stand it. You want to know why? Because you are not at 100%. But the moment you find a job that gives you the opportunity to be 100%, honey, you will give that job 200%. Why? Because you are full and your cup runneth over. And when your cup runs over, then everybody else gets the overflow. I need about 10 of you all just to type overflow. Overflow, overflow. We sing songs about the overflow. Well, what is the overflow? The overflow means I'm so full of myself and in my happiness and in my peace and in my joy and in my love. I'm so full and my life is good. It's not perfect, but it's good. That now I'm starting to overflow. Now I'm starting to runneth over. Now I'm starting to bubble out the pot. Why? Because everything in me is overflowing. And when you do that, then you are able to give the overflow to other people. And you're not depleted, because every day as you put yourself number one, you're going to see an increase in your life. Well, give me some examples how I can put myself number one. The first way that you can put yourself number one is start drinking water. That's the number one way. Ask any doctor, ask any spiritualist, ask any holistic healer, ask anyone who deals with the metaphysical. They will tell you the number one way to make yourself a priority is to start drinking more water. If you drink more water, you will start replenishing yourself, because what we have to remember is that we're 70% water. Your body is 70% water. Your skin, your organs, everything about you is 70% water. Doctors believe that you are able to heal certain sicknesses just by drinking water. So that's number one. Number two, you got to make sure that you can sleep properly. You have to make sure that you can sleep. That's the second way of putting yourself number one. Number three, you got to learn to do things that you like. Find some way and somehow to do something that you like. I don't care what it is. You got to find something that you like and start doing it more often. Make yourself a priority. Make yourself number one. Say, I'm going to take out this time right here and I'm going to just do something that I like, because when you do, you're going to see an increase of joy, and you're going to begin to overflow and be able to help others. Number three, then you got to learn to take some quiet time for yourself, where your mind's not racing and your mind's not thinking about this and how am I going to do that and when is this going to happen, and how you need to just take some time to relax. Some people relax with a massage, and yesterday I relaxed while they were cleaning my feet and using the cheese grater, because I got some rough feet. Y'all know I got some rough feet and they were using that cheese grater to get that extra skin off of my feet. But they massaged my feet and they washed it and massaged it and washed it and put some type of a scrub on it. And oh my God, it felt amazing. Why? Because I was taking out time to make myself a priority. If you know me, you know I'm always giving out. And I used to give out so much that I no longer had anything. One of the reasons, and I'll say this, and I'll be honest, one of the reasons why even my past relationships have failed, because I tried to give so much of me. I tried to do this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that, to the point that I couldn't do everything that I said. So when you don't do everything that you say, and people are hurt and angry, then they label you as a liar. And then they become bitter with you because you can't fulfill what you promised that you said you would do, because I was giving so much of myself and trying to do this. And you know what's amazing? People will never remember the hundreds of things that you do that one time when you can't come through. They forget about all of the times that you gave and you labored and you made sacrifices and you did this. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is that one time when you didn't come through. So it's important to put yourself first. Make yourself a priority. Don't promise nothing that you can't give. And if people don't like it, that's their issue. You stay focused on what's important for you. If you see that you're running from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, then you have to cut some stuff out of your life and start prioritizing what's important and what's not. When's the last time you've been to the gym? Now, y'all know I just went back to the gym after 3 weeks of being out of the gym. Because I was I was in training for my new job. So I wasn't in the gym like I really should be. But when's the last time you took care of your body? When is the last time you took care of yourself mentally and emotionally? When's the last time you stopped blaming people for your issues and you just took full responsibility for everything that's going on in your life, and then you started doing the work to make things right? Put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with being self-full. I invite you to be self-full. I encourage you to be self-full. Your best days are coming when you put yourself number one. All right, everybody? I love you all. I hope that you like this video. Comment on this video. Make sure you thumbs up this video if this video has blessed you in any type of way. Share this video, and please follow me on social media. Great things are coming. So many interviews have been happening, and I'm editing them and I'm uploading them. I never knew it took all this work, but guess what? I'm here and I'm excited about it. Thank you all for rolling with me. Thank you. Thank you so much for believing in me in spite of anything that you may have heard or you may have seen. Thank you. I love every last single one of you from the bottom of my heart. I pray for every love and lighter every day. Everybody that is a subscriber, I pray for all 450 people every day, because I know the greatness of God. And I know what God can do. And God can take a mess and give me a message. He can do that for everybody. And I was a mess. I'm not a mess, but my actions were a mess. And God has given me a message, and I'm using everything that I've been through to help somebody else. All right, everybody, have an amazing Sunday. Have a great week. Make sure you keep this message on you just in case during the week you kind of forget. Make sure you remind it and you go back and you hear it again and again. If you know anybody that needs to learn to put themselves first, or if they need to transition from being selfish to being self-full, make sure you send them this video. I love you all so much. Again, love and light, everybody. Have an amazing Sunday.